Okay, in these three questions, what we're asked to find is how much tax you should pay based on the tax rates table. Now remember, this is just the tax on how much you earn, does not include the Medicare. That would be calculated separately. All right, so looking at Peter here, 38,450. Now over here on the right, we have the tax tables for 2025, 2026. And what we're looking for is which bracket does Peter fall into, 38,000. So if you're looking here, this bracket is 18,000 to 45,000. So Peter is within this bracket. Now I'm going to write this statement down because this is what Peter's paying. He's paying 16 cents for every dollar over the 18,200, which is our tax-free threshold. So this is the math that we need to do on the 38,000. So for 16 cents, we're going to write it as dollars. So $0.16 for every is times. And then we need to actually find out, well, how many dollars over this? So how many more than 18,000 did Peter earn? So we take his gross amount and we subtract the 18,200 from that. And this will be how much tax that he has to pay. So put that in your calculator as you see it with the brackets. And the answer you will find is $3,240. Okay, now Mary. Having a look at Mary, 112,450. So you can see that Mary is in this bracket because she makes more than 45, but not as much as 135. So this is how much Mary is going to pay. So we can write that down, 4,288 plus 30 cents for every messy handwriting there, every dollar over the 45,000. So this becomes our math. So we can write down 4,288 plus 30 cents. But again, we want it to be dollars. So $0.3 for every dollar over. So 45,000, we want every dollar over. So we're going to take Mary's amount and get rid of that 45,000. Minus the 45,000. This bracketed amount will be every dollar over the 45,000. Mr. Zero there. Okay, so then we put that into our calculator as we see it, and then you can write down your answer. And you'll find it to be $24,523. And we've got one last one here. Paul earned 154. That puts Paul in this bracket. Earned more than 135, but not as much as 190. So we're going to start with the 31,288 plus, and this one is 37 cents for every dollar over the 135,000. So we can turn this into math. 31288 plus 0.37, because we want this to be in dollars, for every dollar over. So we have to work out how many more than 135 did he make. So we do the 154 minus 135. And then you can put this into your calculator as you see it to determine the answer to be $38,318. And there you have it. That is how you use the tax brackets to determine the income tax payable for a gross amount in Australia. Happy days.